Good morning, guys, and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, August 26th. My roommates come in 3 days. They come on the 29th. As you can see, I'm all dressed. My hair is done. I am just about ready to leave to go to the library for most of the day. But I thought I would give you a little life update. So last night I went over to my friend's apartment and we sat and talked for 4 hours until like midnight. So that is why it's like 9:30 and I haven't left my house yet, but our guest dorm room. But I thought I would just come on here to tell you a little situation I'm having. So I didn't sign up. I auditioned to be part of a musical and I got in the musical. It's called Working, a new musical. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's pretty good. The music is great. So anyway, I'm in this musical. And according to my schedule of classes, the musical rehearsals don't start until the very end of September. Like September 28th is when rehearsals start. And that makes a lot of sense because our show doesn't go on until late November, and usually that means like that gives us 6 weeks to rehearse. So anyway, I signed up to be part of this musical and I was like, great, it doesn't start until the end of September, so I can do some volunteer opportunities. Okay, editing me here because vlogging me was ranting too much and so it wasn't all making sense. But basically what happened is I went onto our Canvas site, which is where we get assignments and such, and saw the calendar, and my professor actually decided to start rehearsal in early September. So I'm not sure if it was a schedule of classes error or if she just, decided to start it early, but regardless, I basically thought she wasn't going to start until the 28th, and now all of a sudden I found out rehearsal starts on the 3rd. And I had already signed up to do all of these volunteer things, so I was feeling really stuck. Because I had committed myself to these volunteer opportunities, I was super worried that I wasn't going to be able to be a part of the show because I would have too many conflicting dates. I worked hard to be in the show, I arranged my schedule for the show, so I feel really stuck, and it's just a dilemma that's been bothering me for like all last night and tonight or today so far, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go to the library and just try to figure some things out. I'll probably email my director and be like, hey, can we video chat? Because I really want to do that, and I need to like figure this out. Please help. Update, I think everything is sort of figured out, so I should be able to do the show and the volunteer opportunities, which is great. But I was like super worried just because it was so close to the beginning of school at this point, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to rearrange everything around. And also, I didn't want anyone to be mad at me. I didn't want the volunteer organizations to be upset with me because I had already committed to them, and I didn't want my director to be angry with me either. So I was just feeling, like I said, pretty stuck. So in this clip, I had to send a ton of emails to my director, to the different volunteer organizations, and then I also had an issue with one of the classes I was taking for jazz dance, so I sent an email about that. So it's literally just a morning of me trying to rearrange my schedule and send a bunch of emails and hope to get responses back. And right on brand for me, I also did some Duolingo. friends, I am back for lunch. I have a cup of tea. So good. And I have a bowl of fettuccine noodles, mushrooms, and spinach on top. So far today has been just like frustrating. A lot of emails, a lot of office work that is all still up in the air because I'm waiting back for responses from everyone. So that's just hard to deal with. And then the other thing is that my throat has been feeling not sore, but just like scratchy. And it's really annoying because it makes me freak out and be like, oh my gosh, what if I have COVID? Even though I have allergies, so a lot of it is just like everything gets congested in my head and in my throat. And when I have the fan going and I'm constantly breathing in that dry air all night, it dries out my throat and my nose as well. So I'm just trying to stay calm and remember that I've hung out with very few people. The few people I have hung out with have showed zero symptoms, not coughed once, and beyond that, I've been safe. I've been 6 feet away from these people, or I have had my mask on, even if I am 6 feet away from them, or we've hung out, outside. So I do feel, like I've done my part in being as safe as I can, and I have to remind myself of that. But I think we can all feel that way, like when there is a pandemic and it's not like everyone has like a nameplate above their head like I'm COVID positive or I'm negative. So even when you go to the grocery store and you're wearing a face mask, it's still kind of nerve-wracking, especially if other people aren't wearing their face coverings. So I am like a little anxious, but I'm reminding myself that I feel fine. It's literally just a scratchy throat. Like my throat doesn't even hurt. I don't even feel tired, and I haven't had caffeine today until this black coffee. This black tea. Usually I have coffee. And I've been eating healthy, nourishing my body. Every time I come home, I wash my hands before touching my face. I haven't been touching my face, and it's great because I'm a big face toucher, but now I have a mask in front of my face anyway, so I'm still not touching my face. So I'm reminding myself of how safe I've been and that, everything's going to be okay. But that has made me a little anxious, just because I feel like anytime now that, like if you cough once or if you have a sore throat or a headache now, it's like, oh my gosh, what if I have this? Even if it's like a cold or allergies or like you literally just have a headache. So yeah, but I'm gonna watch Gilmore Girls and enjoy my lunch because I'm really excited to eat it, and I'll catch up with you later. I think I'm gonna go to the library again and just edit some videos, upload some videos, read Harry Potter, just have a chill afternoon because my morning was so stressful with scheduling stuff and I'm kind of sitting in limbo. And when I'm feeling this way, when I'm not really sure what's going to happen next, sorry, tea break. When I'm feeling this way, it's really hard for me to concentrate on anything like that requires so much attention. So video editing is really nice because I can, listen to a podcast or music while I do a lot of the editing, and it's just an enjoyable task for me to do, just like reading is also really enjoyable. So I think I'm going to go back to the library and do that, and I'll catch up with you guys. Well, there'll probably be a time lapse, so I'll probably catch up with you around dinner time. The noodles were delicious but didn't fully fill me up, so I'm having an apple with peanut butter. And in this clip, I am literally just spending the entire time editing a video, which, like I said, I really enjoy doing. I just got a package of new masks from Marine Layer. They look like this. They're really, really light. The only thing is that they don't have wires, which is annoying, but I do like how light they are, and therefore how easy it is to breathe. Come with me to see what's cooking. We have some onions and some potatoes. I'm making mashed potatoes for the first time ever. I love mashed potatoes, but I always just make baked potatoes at college, so I'm changing it up. And then we have some onions that I'm going to throw in with the potatoes. I feel like I need more than this, but I'll probably just make it up in like snack things. We'll see. I have my second mug of absolutely delicious tea. It has like the faintest taste of vanilla and almond, but it's so good. And then I made my mashed potatoes for the first time. They're red potatoes. I made 3 of them. I added the milk and butter and some fancy salt. And is there anything else? Oh, I folded in some onions. They look really good, I have to say. I'm giving myself credit. But the real question is, do they taste good? So I'm gonna try them. Those are literally some of the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my gosh. These are so good. Yay! Success in the kitchen. Now I'm going to say it with me, watch Gilmore Girls.